What is going on, everyone? It is MotoMiracle, and in today's video we're going to talk about why I had my first brain surgery. So let's hit the intro and let's check out this video. Oh man, so good. Oh, this is so nice, guys. The birds and everything. Oh, this is nice, relaxing. What is going on, everyone? It's MotoMiracle. If you are new to my channel, I'm just a traumatic brain injury survivor with a second chance at life. I want to share my journey to you through my eyes. Oh man, it is so beautiful out today. Spring is here. Alright, so this video is going to be about my first brain surgery. What my first brain surgery was, like the reason that I had my first brain surgery was because I had something called an arteriovenous malformation, or AVM. So basically what an arteriovenous malformation is basically the blood vessels that go throughout your body. The blood vessels in my brain, some of them were basically dead. So basically the blood, when it was circulating, basically some of it didn't circulate and it just dripped into my brain slowly. Usually people, will have a seizure first, so eventually my brain hemorrhaged, it ruptured. This could happen anywhere in your brain, like in your body. Like mine, obviously the brain's the worst, because if your brain ruptures, you're dead. I mean, I lucked out. Like, I'm so happy that I survived through all this big surgery. But I mean, I could tell you about, like, the doctor, like basically the medical way would talk about the arteries, talk about the veins, talk about the the blood vessels. But really, I'm gonna do it like layman's terms, sort of. And I'm gonna make it simple. And the best way I explained for what happened to me is basically I had a stroke, seizure, aneurysm, and hemorrhage all at the same time. That's where I say I did not luck. Well, I lucked out because I survived. Usually right when your brain hemorrhages, you're screwed. Right away you're dead. I had no chance of living. So basically, if it's caught obviously before it ruptures, then you could obviously, it's basically almost 100% chance of living. And there's definitely ways. So basically the way to figure out if you had, basically the only way you can't figure out is, one, you have a seizure, one, your brain just ruptures, or two, if it's like a CT scan, an MRI, or an angiogram, which usually that would only happen unless, a sport, or like I said, had a seizure or something. So that's literally the only way is to figure out how that happens. Unless, and there's one way actually, is what I have is, so basically, it's like, which is kind of weird. My fiance, her family actually, this thing usually, the AVMs are usually just random, whatever. But for my fiance, her family actually has it, and it's like every generation gets it, which is basically, it's called Oslo Weber, and it's the same thing. But the thing is, they know what's going on, so basically they have things checked. Basically, they basically have testings every 6 months to make sure everything's good. Nothing's gonna go bad. Basically, there's a few ways to basically for a treatment for it. If you have an AVM, is basically like surgery, which I had. There's radio surgery. There is, I think there's medication, and there's one other way. I don't remember. But basically, I'll put a link in the description below. So yeah, basically in the description below is going to be a quick explain what AVM is. It's going to tell you the treatments, the diagnosis, and the detection of what it is, and basically stuff like that. So like I said, you're born with it, and most of the time it's unknown, which is kind of weird because I've seen more and more people that actually have this AVM, which I've never heard about it before until my situation. So beautiful. Alright, so basically you guys, so far, like I told you, what an AVM was. What happened to me is the capillaries, the blood vessels in my brain, some were dead, so it dripped up, drip, and then once there's enough blood in your brain or wherever it is in your body, it ruptures. Yeah, it sucks. I should not have lived through that brain surgery, and I should have died at the school when it happened. Like, I'm glad I'm alive, but it was a long road. Basically, the doctor told me is basically I got more willpower than a lot of others. He said there's more people, if you had to deal with this AVM and it happened in your brain, you ruptured, he goes, there's less than 0.5 chance that you're gonna live. And I lived, and literally he took out that whole AVM right away, because usually it takes a few surgeries to get it all out. The doctor was basically saying it's either willpower or faith, one or the other. I mean, you guys can think whatever you guys want, if you guys believe it was faith, if you guys believe it was willpower. I think it was a little bit of both for me. This guy's going really slow. So basically, like, I'm like downshifting, upshifting, downshifting. I just want to pass them by. Where are the police? When I actually survived from it, the doctors were like, this shouldn't happen. Like, this hasn't happened before. Like, we're in an unknown area right now. So that's where I did extra, MRIs, extra CAT scans, extra testings, basically to figure out, why did you live? Why did MotoMiracle live? Basically, the reason I lived is because, like I said, I think I was meant to live to show people it can happen. You can live through this. It's all about willpower and whatever you believe in, faith. Like, now I have this YouTube channel, and I think the reason I'm lit, because for the longest time I couldn't figure out, why did I live? Like, there was no reason I should have lived. Like, I was doing nothing with my life. But now it's like, and then for a few years I was trying to figure out what can I do with my life to, like, what's my meaning for this? Now, since I have my channel, I'm going to do research. I'm going to do, like, charity rides. I want to do, like, MotoMiracle charity rides. I want to do MotoMiracle events. I want to do all this for traumatic brain injury. More, I mean, any type of brain surgery, but any traumatic, what are you doing? Any traumatic brain injury. But the biggest thing is, I think the reason I was meant to live is because I think I'm here to make sure that people won't have to go through what I've gone through, and that's now through through raising money, research, all this stuff, basically, awareness, all of this. And now that, since I have a YouTube channel, because I would have never, honestly, I never thought about going and getting my own YouTube channel, but now that I do, like, I was like, this is the best way I can spread my positive vibes and paying it forward, Basically, that's the end of the video. So if you like this video, please press that like button. If you want to show some love for this channel, press that subscribe button if you have not already subscribed. And please press that bell icon if you want future notifications to my channel or future videos. So till next time, you guys, ride safe, spread those positive vibes, never give up. It's MotoMiracle, and I am almost out of here. And wait, it's MotoMiracle, and I am out of here.